I'm just going to roll some footage here. I was literally flying through my sunroof, launching the drone through my sunroof, sitting here strapped in, flying around, doing all this cool stuff that you're seeing right now. 11 or 12,000 feet above sea level. We're up here in the Colorado Rockies. High elevation, high winds. It was beeping at me. Beep, 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 high winds, beep, 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 high winds. I would just hit okay. I trust this thing so much. It is amazing. So I launch it through the thing. So the new firmware. This is, okay, I can't believe I waited so long to say this. The best thing about the Skydio is in the new firmware that it locks on to the case and it lands itself on the case. So I put this out onto the roof of my vehicle, and then when I'm done tracking, fly it over, hover above the truck. If you're too low, it won't work, so get a little bit of elevation. Set the case up there, make sure you're level, parked somewhere level, hit that land button. It locks on. A couple times I had it fail, I think because I was just too low and it couldn't see it in time. But that is my new favorite feature of the Skydio 2 drone, is landing on the case, because now I can put it on my roof. That was the hardest part, is because I would have to get out of the vehicle and go and maneuver it and then land it and grab it, because when you're on the mountain you can't land anywhere. You wouldn't want to land on the road because it's so dusty. It just blows dust everywhere and it gets the whole drone covered in dust. So you can't land on rocks because rocks are all jagged at every angle. You got to grab it. So you land it, you grab it, get out there, grab it. You can't really do it over the sunroof. I've done it, but it's hard to do it through the sunroof. You got to stand up, you got to put the case on your roof, fly the drone over your truck, hit land, burp, burp. It is awesome. It is awesome. That is hands down my new favorite feature of the Skydio 2 drone, was released on the latest firmware. Landing on the case. This is so cool. It went from being awesome to being even more awesome. So I definitely noticed improvement in the beacon handoff between visual tracking to GPS tracking. Also, I noticed that the range that it will reacquire your subject is a lot longer. But with the new firmware, even when I lose signal completely, there must still be something getting out that the drone is able to see. I'm moving and the drone is reacquiring me, even though the phone says that I've lost signal. It's still reacquiring me and it's following my last known position, which is still being updated. So huge improvement with the new firmware. I love this drone. It is so cool. So on my beacon, what I've done is I put one of these Steelies on here. This is a little magnetic mount that you put one on any kind of surface, and it just has a magnetic mount that really does a good job of holding it in place, even on all the bumps. Definitely a plus. Made everything with the beacon so much easier because I can just reach over, I can push the buttons, I can do everything I want with one hand. It's also got a good clear view of the sky, so the GPS is always better than trying to keep it down in a cup holder or anything like that. I also got one on my phone, and then I have one on my radio mic down here so that I can just set it out. I love those Steely mounts, and I think it's a huge improvement to the Skydio beacon.